Hey guys, welcome. This is actually my first DIY video, so we're kind of gonna see how it goes. So if you can't tell by the thumbnail picture already, we're mostly gonna be making a cool wand. Just in case you wanna, have a cool wand for Halloween, because Halloween's coming around and people are dressing up for costumes, and maybe you want to be the cool wizard. So in a way, I am building something that will kind of make it look cool. I'll kind of show you a little video, because basically what we're doing is that what I have here is a nice little pin light, um, a little pin light you can use, and this acrylic rod. Because the cool thing with the acrylic rod is that it's really nice and tough and really durable. So mostly what you'll be doing is mostly using this pin light, and you can probably obviously see you're going to use the pin light and put it at the end of this acrylic rod. And what that would do is that it will light up the acrylic rod so it glows, and then at the end too will have a point to where it is nice and sanded down to where the light will reflect off, so it will be like a little portable flashlight too as well. So it'll be a wand that's really cool that will light up, and it will also be like a little mini flashlight as well. As you can see on top here, this is one of the ones I had just finished off really quick. It looks pretty cool. I got a nice little gold going onto it, and of course with this pin pocket as well, of course, as you probably can't tell really quick, I did a little cut, because usually that's a little thing that clips on. I went ahead and rip that off, so it just has a nicer look. So this is kind of like you'll easy to take it off, take it out, put the battery in, and take one out really easy. And of course a little button to turn off and on, which I'll go ahead and kind of switch to real quick to kind of show you what that one will look like once you complete this. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so it's kind of dark, but not too dark going on my room, but it's good enough to where you can still see this light. So we're going to go ahead and hit the on button at the bottom of this pen, and then we can go ahead and look at that. You can tell that it all glows up, and of course at the end it has a little extra, so as you can see there's a light that shines. So you can be really cool and act like you're performing magic, and you can see these nice glowing lights. So this is just like a mini flashlight, and it has enough bright light, and it looks really cool and stuff like that, especially when you want to show off your cool magical wand. So let's go ahead and get with the video, and so you can start building your own. So okay, welcome back over here. Okay, so basically these items, you want to know where to get them. Okay, so basically it's pretty easy. When you want to shop these items, I basically got both of these items off of Amazon. Roughly about, the acrylic rod, this right here, is about 10 inches by 8 millimeter. What I mean by 8 millimeter is that this little surface right here, this little circle, is 8 millimeters long. Perfectly enough for this flashlight itself, so they can be kind of right connected and be about the same size to get a nice good shine through it, or get the light perfectly in line so it has a good brightness to it. But yeah, both these items you can get on Amazon. I'll try to put a link or into the description and stuff like that, so you can try to get maybe the similar ones I want. No, but the similar ones that I used. But you can go ahead and do it. You can make yours, different if you want to. You shop around what they have available, and stuff like that. Hopefully before anybody else takes them off. But yeah, you can get both these. This runs about like $9 and some change. This runs about $8 and some change. So pretty simple. What you need, but of course you'll need some other materials too as well. Materials I've been using today will be, it would be like a painter's tape, and I'm using a to kind of hold it all together, and I'm using this nice aluminum tape right here. This is what's going to give me that nice shape, which you kind of saw right here, which will give you that nice little small little texture designs, which you can adjust and do your own to make it look like however designed that you want it to go, and stuff like that. And also to kind of hold it all together, you can use a epoxy, which is also a nice good clear glue, which would help you combine these two together, because you want to make sure you have a nice good sturdy glue which can hold these together. But also too, we're going to add in a nice good wrap around on these to make it a lot more sturdy and safe, so when you whip it around and stuff like that, if you want to do some intense magic, your wand won't like cut in half and fly across the room. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first part, which will be combining these two together. Alright, so it was tough to do a little bit, but I was able to do it. But if you look a little closely, and it's not the best, but it's a decent glue together. As you can tell, it's all glued together. It has a little bit of movement, but we are definitely going to reinforce it a little bit, make sure it gets a nice, good, sturdy. But it looks pretty neat so far, just how it looks, as you can tell. And of course, you can kind of see right away once you turn it on, it has that nice little glow and that little light at the end too as well. So mostly this is where the big part comes to, mostly on this half going on. You can be creative, do your own style of handle. I do something really simple and basic, something really easy that a kid can do too as well. But if you have the tools and you're able to, I've seen people do stuff where they make, like, from this point, after they get all the measurements, they do like a 3D print handle. I've seen people that go as far as getting wood or creating their own handle out of that. But we're trying to make it nice and easy to where basically a kid can get this and basically do it himself. But yep, we went ahead and glued those together. Now the next thing I want to get started on is go ahead and probably get the painter's cape going on together and get it nice and taped up to where it's nice and kind of solid, and kind of give get somewhat of a look onto it. So we'll go ahead and do that really quick. Alrighty, so now we're back after that step right now. So basically we can kind of see what I did with the painter tape was kind of gives an extra more support up here. Let's get a little more extra support up here. I know it's not quite the neatest job of putting paint on, but it's definitely, I make sure at least there's a space down here so we still get a perfect thread in and thread off. So we can thread that top part in for the battery so it's easy to change without messing up this. And basically, really, when it comes to taping, you can use as much as you want, whatever will feel good in your hand. You can definitely tape more of it, get more of a full feel in your hand. I feel like where I have it right now, I think it's perfectly how I like it, how it fits right in my hand. So if I was going to, perform some cool magic tricks, I feel like I'll have a good grip, but you can always adjust it by adding more rolls of painter's tape and stuff like that. And of course, this is just the route I'm going on. Mostly, if you're going the route more of creating a wood handle, of course, I don't quite have the materials for that quite yet. So like that'd be probably something interesting I would try to do in the future. But as of right now, I'm just trying to keep it nice and simple and easy. But basically, you'll go ahead and measure the flashlight and mostly your acrylic rod up here to make sure you have the perfect measurements to drill your holes in. And basically you mostly will slide it down and slide it over, creating your handle. And of course it's pretty cool as well, because then you can start carving and making, make it a lot more personal and stuff like that, and carving and doing your designs on the wood, which is pretty neat. I really want to do it and get into that, but that probably is more of like a future project that we'll get into. But we're just trying to keep it nice and simple. Anything can do, every family, kids, you can do this all together, especially for Halloween coming around. And I'll make sure anybody who's dressed up as a wizard has a really cool fancy wand. So this will be a nice, good video to kind of show. So next thing we're going to do, since I kind of like it how it is, and of course when I add in the aluminum foil tape, it's going to I'll add on a little bit more thickness, which is definitely okay because this is right where I want it. And once I add on that aluminum tape, it's definitely going to add on another look onto it and have they'll throw on detail similar to, like, I'm going to bring this one back to how this gold looks right here, like that. So we're definitely going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get started and throw on that aluminum tape and get that going. Alrighty, so now, as you can tell now, as you can see, we got it all wrapped up in our tinfoil aluminum, or our aluminum tape. And you can kind of see a little bit, kind of adds a little bit of texture and stuff like that. And you're always welcome to add more and be creative about it. But I kind of got like a little shape going on, so that's pretty good. Something that's a little bit of bulk right there, so it fits in between the hands, the knuckles right there, pretty comfortably to hold it, nice and good and still. So that's mostly what I got right there going on, and it's still pretty good still right here, so we can get the get this part definitely kind of thread it in. Bam, it looks pretty neat, pretty easy access. Still, you can unscrew it, put a new battery in, and take it out as well, so you still have good. So mostly next will be mostly the next part, however you want to paint it up, because you're welcome to do that, or add in some cool stuff. Maybe if you have some glue and glitter or something like that, throw on there. There's cool designs and stuff like that you can do. But yeah, basically you'll get to the next part where you'll basically will be doing something like this right here, where you can go ahead and basically what I did is I got some gold paint and I went crazy on this to get how it is. I may switch up the color on this one up a little bit. I don't know what I want to go with. I just have to look around and see what I got. But mostly, yeah, that's all mostly you'll have left. You can go in and add your own design. You can go crazy with it, paint it just the way you like it. And then basically, yep, let's go ahead and kind of show it off a little bit. We'll go ahead and get the band-aid, not the band-aid, the battery in. So we'll go ahead and screw it in. And whoop, 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 whoop. Make sure everything lights up. Of course, the light's still on a little bit, but you can still kind of see how it looks. And of course, we'll turn the other one on as well. Bam. We have 2 glowing wands. And that's mostly kind of going to end the DIY. The rest is mostly up to you when you come to design and customize and everything like that, how you want it. Because I know a lot of people will go different routes between, 3D printing a handle or creating one out of wood, or basically doing something easy and basic, and that kind of will save you money to do it like this. Because looking around it, you could probably buy it, cost you $10 just do one. Because for 2, this ranged me about a little close to $20 a piece to do, because yeah, it's gonna be about $20 a piece, not 10. I had to rethink really quick, but yeah, mostly it's gonna be 20, just because your biggest expense coming into this will be the flashlight and the aluminum rod, because it's really durable and stuff. I had 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds play with this stuff, throw it around, be crazy, and no damage onto it and stuff like that. So it's pretty well durable, and I do like it. So it's really neat. Something you can have around for a long time, and as long as you keep up with the batteries and replacing them, you should be pretty fine. Everything like that, and it should last you a really good long time too. So I thank you for watching. I hope you stay tuned for more. And if you haven't noticed yet, if you checked on the Instagram too as well, during the month of October as well, I will be live streaming on Twitch a couple games for October. Of course, I'm trying to stay to the theme of scary, so of course we are going to be continuing the Dying Light. We're going to make sure we continue it, hopefully finish it in October, and also every now and then I'll throw up a little mini game, me playing Five Nights at Freddy's as well. So you can go ahead and watch that, hear me scream, go crazy. I'm not really a big fan of scary games, but you can always tell if you looked on my YouTube channel, and if you looked at all the other gameplay videos I played, like Resident Evil or The Last of Us, you can definitely tell right away I'm not a huge fan of scary games. But I hope it's for your enjoyment. I enjoy playing games. I enjoy all this, so I hope you stay tuned for more.